So let's review Mile 22. What I can review of it. Let me just go ahead and get the positives out of the way right off the bat because there's just so few. It's short, and so that's good. And there's like one good action scene. I wouldn't even say a great action scene. There's one halfway decent action scene. Yeah, that's it for the positives. This movie is one of the worst movies of the year. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. So get ready for a little bit of ranting. So this is Peter Berg's newest collaboration with Mark Wahlberg. You had Maggie from Walking Dead in here. You had the Raid guy in here. Oh gosh, I forget what the dude's name is. That is like the head of them. It's not coming to mind. But anyways, it had a pretty interesting cast. Peter Berg's been on a roll. Patriots Day, Deepwater Horizon, great movies. I particularly like Deepwater Horizon more, but both really good movies. But, you know, back in the day, Peter Berg was kind of a poor man's Michael Bay, as people would say. And, you know, it showed here because this is a horrible movie. Let's just get that out of the way right now. It's complete garbage. It's one of the worst movies of the year. It's probably going to be on my top 10 worst. I may even be number one for all I know. But here's your story, okay? Pretty much, it's one giant escort mission. Mark Wahlberg, they work for the CIA as this kind of, I forget what they kept calling it, this secret organization, this special forces team from within the CIA. Like when they sign off and they're not, you know, they're not part of the government whatsoever. They're kind of like freelancers. But anyways, they have to get this guy from one place to another, and it's 22 miles. That's the title of the movie. It took me almost till the end of the movie to realize, oh, that's why this movie is called Mile 22. Yeah, and Mark Wahlberg leads the team. He's a douche and not a likable douche. He's really super annoying. The movie tries to be super clever with these, like, I'm going to cut back and forth from the future to the past to the present. And then the dialogue, some of the things that Mark Wahlberg says in this movie is just hilarious and it's just repetitive and stupid. And then everybody's got their own stupid little gimmicks, specifically Mark Wahlberg. They do this stupid montage at the beginning, and they're like, he's really smart. He likes puzzles. Like, they zoom in on his shelf, and he's like got the hardest puzzles known to mankind. And he has this rubber band on his wrist, and he just snaps it all the time when he's supposed to be getting mad. Well, he gets mad a lot in this movie, because it's the entire freaking movie he's snapping his wrist with a rubber band. Whew. Breathe. Yeah, it's just the dialogue's bad. The story, like I said, there is not much of a story. And it's just a giant escort mission. They're trying to get this informant somewhere in order to like get these nukes. I guess I'll say it's not really nukes, but it's nuke powder. And the country they're in, everybody wants to kill them. So they just got to keep them from getting killed. But the main thing, the worst sin of this movie is the action. This is supposed to be an action movie, okay? If you watch the trailers, it looked like it was going to have crap tons of action, and it does. Some of the worst action scenes you'll ever freaking see. No joke. It is probably... there's one in the middle where it's got the Raid guy, and he's in the hospital, and it's before you can know what the Raid guy can do. And it's decent. But the rest of them, the camera, it's just... shaky all the time. And then they do the stupid quick cut thing where it's like every stupid little punch and swing and thing, we're cutting so back and forth you can't tell what the hell's going on ever in this movie. You don't know what the hell's going on. It is some of the worst stuff I've seen since like Taken 3. It's just garbage action, and I know Peter Berg can film action. It's just freaking ridiculous. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, for an action movie that has action scenes you can't watch, they're freaking give you a headache. You don't know what's going on. There's car chase scenes the same way. It's just nonsense. It's just stuff thrown on the screen that you don't understand. Stupid story. The acting's not very good either. I would say it's not really a low light of the film because everything else sucks so bad. But Mark Wahlberg, I just wasn't feeling him this movie. Between his corny dialogue, he's angry all the time, and like I said, he's not a likable guy. He's just an angry dude. There's no comedy in it. Like, I laughed like maybe one time. There was like one-liner that I thought was funny. The bad guys are dumb. I could just keep going, but I'm not going to. Just don't go see this horrible movie. Mile 22 is one of the worst movies of the year. Skip it. Stay away. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 because it's short and one action scene was decent. So you're getting a 1. Other than that, stay away. Until next time, this is Randy Cage. Peace out.